Hey YouTube, this is Prometheus, guys, giving you more than the meta. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and show you some gameplay. I switched my playbook. I went with the Patriots defense. I just think that it's got a lot of the great formations that I've had success over. I was playing with the Arizona Cardinals defense because of that 3-3 penny defense, the 3 high safety defense. But I found I was actually getting destroyed with that. I wasn't familiar with the book, and I was just like, I got to get out of this book because I got to stop giving up so many scores. So I jumped into the Patriots defense because I found that it has a lot of the good things that I like to use and some really unique plays, in particular out of the 43 even 61 defense. This particular defense has got some really good stuff. Really easy setups where you can actually do that, because a lot of times now when you're playing online, people pretty much have their plays down, they quick snap, they don't make a lot of adjustments, and you don't really have a lot of time to set up elaborate defenses. So just out of curiosity, comment below, do you guys, if you guys run the Patriots defense, what's your primary formation on defense? And if you don't play Patriots, what is your favorite book? So comment down below. I just want to see what the community is rolling with online when they play defense. Are they playing Minnesota? Are they playing other types of books? So you're going to quickly determine and see why this guy is not a good Madden player based on this gameplay. I jump into cover 4 just to kind of get a feel for what my opponent's using. Playing the 3-rec hook, get tied up on a block right there. And actually he's able to go and fall forward for 10 yards. So now I'm thinking, okay, this guy's going to run the ball against me. So I got to be very conscious of that. So set up where I go ahead and take my safety depth, put him a little bit closer to the line of scrimmage, making sure that he can get to the ball a little bit quicker. And then I jump into basically cover 9 because I've got like a trip set off to the left. I'm going to use her as safety to play the box. And right here is where I quickly determined that this guy is not that great of a Madden player. He had the leverage on this outside right here. He had underneath it. I'm actually in no man's land. I don't know what he was looking at, who he was trying to throw to, but you can see right here actually gets rid of the ball. In that type of situation, I get him into a 2nd and 10. So played cover 9 against this guy. He really did not know where he was going to go with it at all. I decided to go and jump into Texas 4-man in this type of situation, see if I can get this guy sleeping as he's waiting for the play to develop. And I've got matching principles across the board against this guy. So I've got this guy matched up, if they go vertical, matched up, and this guy's going to carry over. He's going to fall underneath it. I have to protect against the seam, and then I can let him go after he gets past me, but I got to make sure protect against the seam, and I've got matching principles on the backside. So you can see he actually goes ahead and crosses over the middle of the field. If he was reading correctly, he would have seen he's got this leverage out here. He should be getting rid of the ball. Otherwise, everything else is matched up. I'm matched up on this tight end. And I think what I did is I pulled over and pulled off the tight end in that type of situation and try to catch something over the middle of the field. And you can see he's got really nowhere to go with the ball. He missed his read, his fast read off the left, and now he's just kind of sitting here. His offensive line picked everything up, and this is why people play with the Ravens and Lamar Jackson, is because you can turn a busted play, a bad read, into a 30-yard gainer if you don't get spied up on the backside. So right here, I go ahead and stay with the cover 9 once again because he's not making fast progressions. He's not breaking the defense. I'm going to pull my other defender over here. So I've got another guy that's actually going to go ahead and make it force it that if he tries to do inside zone, it's going to make it very difficult for him to hit that. Right here, watch what happens and how this guy has no clue how to run his offense. So he has the corner, he has the angle route right here that he can actually hit. He doesn't read it correctly. I'm trying to protect over the middle. He's got himself a corner, an outside route that's wide open. He's not reading that, and this guy's actually got leverage out here. He's not throwing that. So this guy is just sitting basically on it. I come down to try to get over here, but look what happens. This guy's wide open. This guy just missed everything. He doesn't know where he's going with it, and I actually take a coverage sack against him in that type of situation. So this is a situation where this guy really didn't know what he was doing with his offense. He's just playing with a scrambling quarterback because he doesn't have any kind of reads or progressions. And this is why when you get people that play with these scrambling quarterbacks, these fast quarterbacks, the reason they take those quarterbacks is because they don't really have good reads or progressions, and that's why they got to depend on that. So he's in a 3rd and long situation, so I decided to jump into the 61 even. with the anticipation this guy's not making fast progressions, he's not reading leverage, I'm going to jump into Tampa 2. I'm going to blitz the house. I'm going to play the sticks and force him to go ahead and throw over the middle of the field to me. So this is the defense I'm going to set up with. I don't know what he was doing. He should be quick snapping this as quickly as possible. I've got blitzing all my guys down right now. I do QB contains just in case he tries to go to the outside. I'm doing pass commit, and I'm playing the sticks. So this cloud flat is going to sit right here. These guys are going to be wide seams, and I have to play the middle of the field and protect against any kind of seam route. So my biggest threats are these guys right here. I'm not worried about the running back at all. All I'm worried about is protecting against these two routes right here, playing in the middle of seams. But I'm going to make sure this ball gets into him and he gets attacked very, very quick. So he rotates once again with his running back. He's going to flip it back again. I'm just waiting. He was quick snapping me earlier, and he flips again. He brings his running back out, but you can see the pressure comes in. He's got to get rid of the ball, and he throws right into my cloud flat. So that's why I set that up. Got myself a turnover against this guy. Ended up going up 10-0 into the second half. So now I go ahead and jump into basic cover 4. I'm showing him a zero look, which I don't think he really would know. He hits me with a nice run right there, gets up, 5-yard gainer. So a smart Madden player would stick with the run. Every time he's ran the ball against me, he's actually gone ahead and got some pretty good yards. But this guy is just getting a little bit cute. I go with basically a blitz right there and get him in a situation where he's 3rd and 6. So right here, I think I jump into a cover 3 match. I'm going to blitz the house and try to get off the pressure. So I'm going to go ahead and end the gap right here with the hope that either this guy's going to come in or this guy's going to come in, because these three are going to be overwhelmed. And as long as he doesn't block his running back, I should get some pressure in. So you could see the tackle comes in, and I'm still kind of on the line. I should be going ahead and dropping back up. And right there you can see in that type of situation, he has a little crossing route really quick with the mesh concept. So he stays in this tight formation. I decided to go into cover 3 match out of the dollar front. I want to make sure he doesn't have a running game going whatsoever, so I shift my line over here on this side. And my responsibility is to carry with anything that goes over the top and carries, and I make myself a big error in this type of situation. I think what I did is I got in the way of my defender right here, and I pulled myself out of position. I thought he was going to come back to the stick route. That was the read I was looking at, but he actually throws to the crossing route, and I realized he basically the entire game, this guy was trying to force feed it to his tight end, opposed to other different routes. So not only did this guy actually slow on his reads and progressions, he actually played pretty much only one wide receiver in the scheme. So now I jump into this wide defense, which is I've got a kind of a cover 2 shell that I want to go and show. And right here I jump into cover 9 once again, get myself on the 3 record player, and right here he's actually going ahead and picks up 4 yards with the run. So he's still sticking with the run, down by 2 scores. I'm going to stay, I go with the under because he's in a deuce close. And typically what I do, and this is a defense I've been running, anytime I see any kind of a deuce close, is I take this guy, man him up, take this guy, man him up, and I take my outside defenders and put them in hard flats, and then I user the middle of the field, knowing that if he does any kind of bench concept, this is going to be locked up. If he does any kind of like mesh concept, unless he throws immediately over the middle of the field, that's going to get locked up. And sure enough, this guy actually goes ahead and runs mesh against me. He's got mesh. Pretty much get locked up right there. He actually throws, and fortunately for him, my one guy did not come out there and play that. So he actually got a break in that type of situation where he didn't get intercepted. Now I go ahead and jump into an inverts cover 2 coverage. And I get myself, I'm clicking around on my defender right here. I don't have anywhere to go. He's using some type of a levels mesh concept, and I just play the middle of his mesh, and he tries to throw it back to the running back on the backside. He misses that. Gets himself in the 4th and 6 situation. So I want to hit him with a man blitz out of the 61 defense. And what I like about this particular defense is this is set up, and this edge defender over here is going to man up and man up right here. So what I like about this, you can flip this play and put that edge defender on this side, and basically put these guys, you know, have this guy blitzing off the edge. It's just a better version of the defense. I really do like it a little bit better. It's just a better version of it. So I'm going to go ahead and hit this guy with pressure. I got a QB contain, and he's just not reading things correctly. It's just taking a little bit too long, and right here he overthrows the ball, and I get him to rage quit out. So not a very good player defensively. He missed reads. He didn't really have anything set up. He didn't have a progression where he wanted to go with it. Didn't know how to leverage. Didn't know how to take advantage of leverage on defensively, and I'm only going to get a stop. So tell me, guys, what defenses what playbooks do you run? Put it down in the notes. Once again, thanks for your support. Until next time.